I would like us to share a little bit about what's the main impact about the work that we have been doing here in your daily lives.
I would have to say the expansion of not only my perspective of the world, of like how connected I am to the other side of the world that maybe I've never even been to, of what's happening to a brother out there, you know, because as humans, we all experience the same thing, maybe different things, you know, but I think of like how much I can think of somebody that I don't even know. And then also bringing it all the way to the micros when somebody walks through the door and I meet them for the first time also, I'm like, oh, I don't know him, but I know this guy. It's me. And so I've seen myself really, I guess I would have to say just the expansion of my compassion, the capacity to hold that. That it's not just me always, you know, going from like this more of a selfish way of being into a selfless way of being has been a part of my journey. Has been a major part for me, is like learning to be more selfless. Like until the point that I've felt where that became more of just the way of being. That I get more out of that because people also open up their doors to me, you know, like, and my life becomes this like amazing experience because I'm opening up to others too, you know, I'm allowing people in and also welcoming them, and they welcome me in their house also, so to say. And by the house, I mean like into their hearts. And so, you know, and it's also not easy because there's a lot of pain out there, and I feel that also. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, how can I help this, you know, on the other side of the world, what's happening right now? You know, like that's been challenging. I'm like, how do I hold that space? Like, what could I do? You know? And so part of me is like, well, what I could do right now is welcome the brother that comes in, you know? Because not maybe, I believe this to be true, that ripple effect. I might not even see what the ripple effect is. I might not even be here to see what happens in years to come. But I do know that ripple effect will go all over the place. And so this is I feel that with Sacred Sons, it's been a grassroots from the very seed, and look where it's at now because the ripple effects are going out. So these tentacles of the brocelium has expanded, and it's going to keep going. This is just the beginning. So going back to like what's happening on the other side of the world, I'm like, oh, that brocelium is reaching out there, you know. And so that compassion, that love, that understanding, the also understanding and holding space for that pain, you know, that suffering that we go through here as humans, that I've gone through, is because somebody showed me the way. You know, somebody showed me something that I was like, wait a minute, this makes sense. And so therefore, like, I could pay that forward. I could pass that forward to somebody else. And they're going to do that too. And they're going to do that too. And so us doing this, the big picture is us passing this on to the next generation, you know, to our children. Because then that's just going to be the way, like, this is almost new to us. But imagine the next generation, this is just the way of being.
Yeah.
You know, where they're like, war? What do you mean? You know, suffering? Like, all these things are just an old way of being. Like, oh yeah, back in the days, they used to battle over borders, over colors, over, like, you know, I see the day that's not easy. That's just going to be maybe in some books that they read, but it's not a way of being. So we're creating this a new template for the way of being of the new humans that are coming. You know,
and that's where it hits me, because this job has impacted my life in so many ways, especially in being a father. Like for me, it's like being able to be a father of 3, being able to be there in the way that I am, right? Just fully as I am, and what's there for me, it has made me stronger to serve. No, and I heard, I remember in Convergence, that was said. I don't remember, it was Philip, I don't remember. But it was beautiful, and it struck me because if it wasn't for this, I wouldn't be able to have what I have now, and to be able to support and create this safe space for my family, as I've been able to. I didn't learn that outside. I was taught different. And here with other men, this is what I learned. To be a better father, to be a better man, to be a better human being, and to be of service. Because there's a saying that my mom used to always repeat to me in Spanish, is, si no vives para servir, no sirves para vivir. So if you don't live to serve, you don't serve to live. So we're here to serve. And like you mentioned, it's like, how we're serving our families. Because it's service. I mean, raising children and supporting home, it's being of service, right? Example, being of service to my wife when she's in the process of postpartum, right? Being of service to her, because she's gonna ask for a lot of stuff. I need this for the kids, I need that. She knows better than me what my children need. So I better be of service to her and bring what she needs. Not because she's counting on me, and my children are counting on me, because that's what they have. Me to look up to. So who are they looking up to? And me becoming this man of service, it has made my heart bigger and bigger to a capacity where I could hold space now for other men too. First, it began with my family. Then it expanded to other men. And now it's just beautiful to be able to be just somebody that shares his story and somebody relates to that, and maybe they find that like, oh yeah, you helped me realize this, right? Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for sharing your heart, because through you sharing your heart, it hit my heart. And that's beautiful. And it's really just about being able to be your fully self without being apologetic for being what and who you are. Just being fully, because everything is welcome. All of you is welcome. And we repeat that over and over again, because it is. It is. We're all welcome. And what if everybody in the world will welcome everything that you are? Then if everybody's welcoming to everything, then why would it have to be a problem? Like a war or something, right? Like a big conflict, because I'm open to everything that you are, to your culture, to your ways, to your prayers, to whatever is present for you. It's welcome. So it's welcoming. And that hits me right now. It's being welcome, like welcoming brothers from other parts to this land, welcome you, other brothers, into my heart. So that's what I can talk about. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, brothers. To me, I would have to say it has helped me to walk the talk. Basically, one word comes to mind, and it's embodiment. I used to read a lot. I used to get a lot of knowledge, to go to a lot of workshops, retreats, and gain a lot of knowledge. I'm not discrediting that, but I wasn't applying much of it in my daily life. I was, just talking. But one thing that comes to mind right now is, what am I doing when no one's looking? That's integrity. And that's walking the talk, right? And this work has led me to that. Has led me to when nobody's watching, the most important person is watching, actually. You know, and that's who I have to lead. I have to lead myself in order to be a better neighbor, a better son, a better brother, a better friend, a better whatever role I might have to take on out there as a man, and how am I going to step into that role? How am I going to apply all these things that I've learned into actually serving others, into actually being more empathetic with others, actually opening up my heart and not just saying, "Hey, yeah, listen to your heart," without even knowing or without even trying to listen to my heart. Before this work, I used to think, "Oh yeah, my heart is gonna tell me some words, it has to talk me." But with that, after this work, I learned to actually listen to my heart, and I learned that it doesn't speak the same language as me. It gives me another different language, and now I can connect to it. And when I connect to it, I can connect to you, because I'm not looking at a person's skin or background or nationality. I'm feeling you. I'm feeling your energy. I'm feeling your warmth. I'm feeling your sadness. I'm crying alongside of you. I'm doing all this work alongside of you. So that's authenticity and integrity in my life. That's what it has brought to me. And with that, brothers, I would like us to share. What would you say to any brother who's out there in Latin America, in North America, in any part of the world, who are hesitant about joining this work? Because we know this. At least in the first time I came to a Sacred Sons event, I was hesitant. I was like, what am I doing? What? A weekend with only men? This sounds crazy, but there was a calling in me.